In a tour of social networks, I found this article that talks about curiosities of the day of love and friendship. I share them in hopes that you will find them just as interesting. Welcome to this week's edition of Feedback Learnex. It is always a good day to tell your partner, family, and friends how much you love them. But without a doubt, Valentine's Day, or as we know it in Mexico, the Day of Love and Friendship, is a great excuse to celebrate this February 14th. However, every year we celebrate it without thinking about the curiosities that exist around this date. Who was Valentine? This saint is known as the patron saint of lovers. Although there are different saints with the same name, history tells that the Saint Valentine for whom this celebration is named was a priest beheaded near the city of Rome under the orders of Emperor Claudius II for marrying Christian couples in the time of persecution. Valentine is known for giving his life to martyrdom as a maximum sign of love. Women spend more than men. In recent consumer studies, it has been shown that women buy more than men with a purchase incidence of 62.5%, while only 37.5% of men acknowledge that they will make purchases related to the celebration. However, in terms of money, they tend to spend twice as much on their gifts compared to women. The most common gifts. Flowers such as red roses, stuffed animals, and chocolates are the most common gifts on this date. However, technology has come to replace a good part of these gifts among millennials, who are the ones who seek greater connectivity at all times. For this reason, smartwatches are an excellent option since they replace the classic jewels with new needs such as the use of touch devices, avant-garde design, health monitoring, etc. The most dedicated songs. It has been recorded that among the most listened to or dedicated songs on the Day of Love and Friendship are The Way You Look Tonight by Frank Sinatra, Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On, and Aerosmith's I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. The other days of love. Although in Japan this day is also celebrated every February 14th, it has a variant, which is that only women are the ones who give something to men, particularly chocolates. It is an exclusive holiday of women for men, and it is not necessary for them to reciprocate the gift that same day or a month later, on March 14th on the so-called White Day, which is when the men who receive some chocolate in February appreciate it, giving some chocolate or other type of gift to women. Spoons, pans, and even chocolate bars. However, not all over the world the Day of Love is celebrated on February 14th. There are other nations that celebrate it on different days. For example, Egyptians have been celebrating it for 5 decades every November 4th. Of course, chocolates and flowers are also the most common gifts. Likewise, in Brazil, it is commemorated on June 12th on the eve of the festival in honor of Saint Anthony of Padua, who is famous for being the saint who helped you find love. Many of the traditions around this date are based on those imposed by Geoffrey Chaucer in England during the 14th century. In turn, it is inspired by the poem The Parliament of the Birds, written by Chaucer in 1382, which celebrates love and mentions Valentine's Day. Chaucer wrote it in celebration of the anniversary of King Richard II of England's engagement to Anne of Bohemia. It was not until the 18th century that the tradition became more popular in the UK when lovers sent each other flowers and greeting cards. In modern times, there is a region in England where Jack Valentine leaves chocolates and sweets for children at the door of their houses. The month of love has already begun, and whether or not you have a partner, this date is a good excuse to celebrate and have fun with your family and friends. Technology has meant that these dates do not go unnoticed, and now with just one click, you can congratulate whoever else you want through your smartphone and social networks. So there's no excuses. That's it for this week's edition of Feedback Learnex. Stay tuned next week. 9:15 p.m. on Thursday night.